So today I want to take a quick few minutes here and go over the Balloon Suite portal dashboard, so you can kind of understand kind of the back end of managing your website and Balloon Suite services. So this is kind of where you will control your website and any of the services you have with Balloon Suite. So we're going to kind of go through step by step and kind of show you what each feature does so you can more easily update and maintain your website. So the first section you have here is your website section. This is everything that's going to control your website. So your blog posts, your pages, the media, which is your images and photos, the navigation bars, your services, and then the photo galleries. This is all the stuff that manages the website. This is your product section. So this is your e-commerce section. If you have the e-commerce add-on, you'll see this. And this is your products that you can sell. And then it has your orders that have come in, as well as the inventory that is used for the Create Your Own Balloon Bouquet product. And we'll go into detail what each one of these are. And then you have your system settings, which we'll go into. So going through each one of these on the sidebar, your dashboard, pretty simple. Just a little home area where you can kind of see your new orders that are coming in to kind of be notified of anything that's new coming in. Going down to the website section, you have your blog posts. For your blog posts, the first thing you want to do is create categories for your blog posts. You'll see here there's 3 categories set up. If you don't have categories, or if you want to add a new category, you can add the category here. The URL will be automatically generated. So for instance, notice as I type in the category, the URL gets generated. And that's basically what the URL will be in the website to visit and see posts only from that category. So when you have all those, you add the category, and it'll be available here. Over here is where you can edit the categories. If you make a typo and you need to change it, you come in here and you can edit or delete the categories for the blog posts. Once you have categories, you can come in here and you can add a new blog post. This is the title. Down here is the blog post content. So you'll obviously be a lot longer, a lot more formatted. We're going to go over a little bit here so you can kind of see how to use the editor, text editor that we have in the admin area. This text editor will be the same for your products, your pages, your blog posts. They all use the same text editor. So we'll go over how to use it here, but realize when you get into your pages and your products, you're going to see a very similar thing, and it'll be the same way to manage this. So as you're adding content here, there's quite a few different things that you can do. The biggest thing is you can add different styles. So you have your different formats, your heading. You can make it a little bit bigger as a header. And if you have a little bit of content in here, let's say this is text, you can hit bold. You can also hit Control B. That makes it bolded. You can underline something, Control U, or you can just click the italicize to italicize it. Strike through puts a line through it. And this clears any formatting. So if you need to remove it, it takes it back and removes any styling. If you're creating stuff and you want to make a list, come in here and you can create a list, 1, 2, and 3. And all you'll notice as you have it created, if you do the next one, it'll automatically create a next one. 2 enters, exits out of it. And if you don't want it to be numbered with bullets, you can make a bulleted list. Pretty simple. So this is where you can decrease and increase your indent. So for instance, if I have text down here, sometimes you're able to increase the indent, make it a little bit thicker, make it a little step in a little bit. Here's where you will do your block quote. So if you're quoting somebody or you have a quote, that's a great way of making it stand out so it looks like a quote with a little sidebar. And then there's just different styles that you can work with here. So you can see that does the different marker, highlights it, kind of gives you an idea of what it is. Subtitle. Obviously, we did the marker too, so we're going to do a subtitle. Just makes it a lighter, makes it look exactly like what you see in this section here. So deleted text, which is just strike through, underline. So this is where you can basically come in here and you can manage how your text looks. So pretty simple. If you ever have text that you're pasting, you can paste it here. This allows you to make it so it does not keep any of the styles if you're pasting over. If you're pasting over as plain text, or if you have Microsoft Word document, you can paste the Word document into there. If you make any changes, you want to undo it, you can click the undo button. It'll undo what you did and redo. If you want to add a link to another page, you can highlight what you want to go, and you can create a link to a different URL. When someone on the website, when they see this, they click on it, it'll now take them over to google.com. If you wanted to add an image to your website, you put a little URL in here, and we do have a feature coming out where you'll be able to upload the image directly. If that is available, you'll select the image and it'll upload it automatically. If you don't see that yet, still being created, you can go over to the media section, upload an image into here, and you'll see the images you've uploaded. Once you upload an image, you can click here to select it, or if you have a box here, you can go ahead and drag it into there and it'll upload it as well. So once you have that image, you copy down here, this is the URL, and then you can come back here, insert the image, the URL, an alternative text. That's basically what screen readers and what Google will know to understand exactly what the image is about, because they can't really determine what an image is. So the alternative text will be good English to describe what it is. So you can say balloon bouquet image, or whatever the image is. The width, this is a very large image, obviously we uploaded. So you're going to want to pick an image. If you see something this big, you probably want to resize it and re-upload it, because that's very large. It'll take a long time to upload. But you can also choose the size. So this will resize it. That being said, you're still going to load the full size. It'll just display smaller. So you still want to resize it before you upload it, because you're not loading any quicker by changing it here. You're just displaying it smaller. And then alignment. This is if you want it on the left or the right. If you don't put anything in there, it'll put it in there. Text will wrap around it on top and bottom. If you come in here and you set it to the left, then all of a sudden you'll see text to the left. And same thing with the right. Put it on the right-hand side, and you'll see text over to the right of the image. So pretty simple. As you're going down, this is a horizontal line. You'll notice it puts the horizontal line in there. Wherever you are, if you want to have a little section that breaks the two sections together, put a horizontal line, it puts a line through it. Tables, so you can create tables as long as you'd like. And then you can type inside those tables. Makes it very easy to create a table that is usable with your website. You can insert row, you can insert a column. So there's a lot you can do within tables to make it vary. If you want the header to be the top, would be the first row. These would be headers. If you want the header to be on the left-hand side over here, you do first column. So these would be the headers. Or you have the option of doing both. So across the top and the bottom will be headers. They'll stand out and they'll be a little more bold. If you ever get any type of scripts from, let's say, your Facebook, you want to embed an image or from Facebook, or if you want to go to a customer management system like Dubsado that manages your leads, they can create a contact form for you. If you ever have any type of scripts that you need to insert here, you can go into the source view. And this is the HTML view. And this is where you can insert any HTML, which would be your scripts. So what I like to do is go in here and determine I want my contact form to be right here. I'll put in here what I want it to be, go into the source, and you go down to where it says contact form, and you can highlight that, delete it, and you can paste the scripts that whatever you'll put in there for the contact form. And then when you switch back, it'll have a contact form that's in there. Obviously, if you're doing it, you can make it full screen like that. And this is pretty easy to manage your website, make most changes to be able to not have to know any type of HTML. So this is as you're typing your blog post. We'll go over the other sections. Here's the categories that you created. So as you create another categories, you can assign a blog post. You can upload an image for this blog post. So as you assign an image, it'll create the blog post image above the blog. And this is your SEO settings. So this is where you control a title and the description for the page. If you're not sure what that is, notice here, this is the title and this is the description. So you're basically determining what's going to show here and here on the search engines. So it's good to have a good description and meta and title that is very user-friendly for people to read. Once you create a blog, you post it. You can also schedule it for in the future. And then it'll show here. You'll see this is a blog post that is already taken care of, a sample blog post. So you'll see all your blog posts here. You can see when they were posted, if they were scheduled or live. If you ever need to go and edit a blog post, you can click on the title, go in and make changes, click update, and all of a sudden the changes are made. So blog posts are very easy. They're a very good way of adding additional content for SEO, as well as adding additional content for your users to come back to your website and read, and definitely recommended. The next section is your pages. Pages are very similar to blog posts, except they don't have categories. So you just see all pages, new page. It looks very similar. You'll see the content area, which functions exactly the same, the title, your SEO settings, page redirect. If you ever have a page you need to redirect it somewhere else, basically they come here and they'll be automatically forwarded to whatever URL you put in here. The difference with pages and posts is you now have page types. So with pages, you can create a shop page. And this would show, if you have e-commerce, it would show your products on this page. And you can kind of choose what is shown on the page. You can show your categories. You can show occasions. You can show featured products. You can show how many per row is displayed as well. So you can have so many products per row. And you can choose which is displayed in what order. So this obviously on the page would be the first thing. This would be the second thing. This would be the third thing. If you adjust something, it automatically moves things around. So that would be the order that they would be displayed in. So pretty simple. And then if you ever have a page, on our pages, you have the ability to add a photo gallery. Essentially, if you assign a photo gallery here, it would show it automatically at the bottom. So whatever's inside the gallery, it'll be the title, and all the images inside the gallery will be automatically. If you have nothing selected, then everything from here down, from the line down, will be hidden. And I'll show you how to add photo galleries later when we get down here. So pages are very similar to blogs. Come here, you can see all the pages that are created. You can come in here and edit them. And this is where you will maintain your pages. We're going to skip forward a little bit to navigation, because once you create a page, you can then change what is in the navigation bar up here. So for the navigation bar, you're going to select the header, because that's what's in the top, the header. And you're going to see this is what the navigation looks like. So about all these different things up here. And what you can do is you can actually select a new page that you create, and you can add the new page here, and it adds automatically to the bottom. And then you can drag and rearrange these. So as you move them around, you can make them a drop down. However you want these to be organized, this will resemble what will be up here in your navigation bar. And this obviously isn't the same navigation bar that controls this website. So they do look different. Here's the navigation bar that's being controlled here. So you'll see we made a few changes, but any changes you make, just make sure you save it, and then it'll automatically be reflected and change the order of the navigation bar up here of what pages are displayed. So going back to the media, we kind of showed you how it was used. This is where you control all your images and videos and upload things into your website. So it shows all of the media that you can use. And here's the URL that you upload to be able to view the image and use it on your website. Down here is the services. So the services is what controls what is shown either on your homepage or when you add the services to a page directly. But basically, this can create little links for you to show what services you offer. So it's good to have services on your homepage, because people want to make it easy for them to find what they're looking for. So you listing your service on the homepage lets Google know they're important, but it also makes it easier for users to find what they're looking for. So to adding a service, you just type all the information in, choose the image, and upload it. This is the page it's going to link to. It'll have a list of all these pages, so you can choose whatever page you want it to link to, and you can see each of these pages what they link to. If you need to edit it, you can hover over here. You can make any changes that you need. You can change the image, title, description, or what page it links to. And then you can also rearrange them. So if you want that one to be first, you can move it over there, move that one over there. We'll just change the order in which they're displayed. So that's a nice way of being able to show your customers which products are being displayed. And I'll show you on the settings how to choose the settings of how many per row and things like that on the home page. The next section is your galleries. So we talked about the galleries on the pages. You can assign a gallery. To create a gallery, you just come in here and you can select any amount of images you like. So it automatically uploads an image. You can also pull up and you can drag images. If you have a lot of them, instead of doing one at a time, you just drag a bunch in there and it'll upload them one at a time. Give it a title. Save it. And now you have a new gallery, which you'll be able to use on any of these pages. So you can come in here, and now you have a test gallery that you can assign to this page. Pretty simple and pretty easy and pretty powerful as well. So that goes over most of everything with the website. The next section is the products. This is where you can control all the products that are visible on your website to sell. And this will be more of over here where you have categories. You have your bouquets, and people can come in here and they can search by category, choose the product that they want, and it'll show the product for them to purchase. Different add-ons. So this is where you'll be able to see all these products, and you'll be able to control them over here. So the first thing you want to do before you create any products, you want to make sure you set up all your different things. So the categories and occasions, those are going to be different things that you can choose. So you have your birthday balloon bouquets, where you can set up as categories and subcategories, however you want to set them up. So the categories can be balloon bouquets. Some people will do air-filled decor. You can basically sell anything that you would like. And you can also do different occasions. So it can be birthday, get well, whatever you want the occasions to be. When you create your shopping cart page, your shopping page, which we showed you how to do here, you can turn this into a shop page. You can choose to show categories and show occasions. And when you do, they'll be able to select what occasion they want here. So you shop by category. And if you saw there were no occasions, but you can see there'll be a similar thing, but you can choose as many occasions as you'd like. You can also control how many across you can show. So you can have 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 products across. So right here you can see obviously there's 4, but if you want to make them a little bit smaller, you put 5 or 6 products per images per row. So that makes it very powerful for you to control everything with the website. And the order obviously can be controlled as well of which order they are displayed in. So if you wanted the featured products to be first, you can come in here and put the featured products first, and the occasions will be second, and the categories will be third, or you can put the categories second and the occasions third. So it's very powerful, giving you the flexibility to basically design this however you would like. So the first thing would be making sure you set up the categories and the occasions in the way that works good with your company. Sizes, that is not something that is required for the actual products. That will be required for, I'll show you in a second, we create a For You bouquet. But the last thing you want to do is your add-ons. So these are different add-ons that people can add to a product. You'll notice when I go in here to this product, there's different add-ons that I can add here, and they each have a different size. So it's a great way of being able to sell additional add-ons and make a few extra dollars. And you can configure which add-ons are shown to each product. But if you don't have any add-ons created, you really can't assign them to a product. So when you go in, you can create a new product. These are the add-ons that you can assign to this product. Very similar to your pages and your posts. You can pick your category. Slash has the rentals, airfield decor, birthday, get well. So I put in a few categories. Obviously, it's a little random, but you put the price in there, and then you can add different options. So these are what are available on your dropdown. So you notice here I have a base price of $25, and then I have additional $29 for the traditional, extravagant, supreme, and classic. Some people, what they'll do is they'll do 0 as the base price, and then this will be the actual price of the product. If they don't select it, obviously it'll make them select it. So if your base is 0 and they don't select a product size, then they won't be able to purchase it. So you can set that up however you would like, but these are all different options that you can create, drop-down options that you can create. So you create a group, and for color, there's not going to be any additional price. We're going to have a couple. I want them to choose the color, but I also want to control the price. So I want a variable price. I have two options. I have a color and a price. This price is 10, 20, and 30. Up here, I'm going to put a price of $0 at the base. So when they select which size, we'll change that to size. When they select what size they want, that will determine the price 100% because there's no base. And then I can go in and add images, click here to select, or like before, I can drag and drop them into there. And then when you save it, add bouquet, that'll add it to the new product. And then once you have the product, you can come in here and you can edit the products the same way you do your pages and your posts. So you can see what categories are assigned. You can see the price. These are, you can obviously see the $29, $89, $99, $69, and $49. So these are different products that are available. If you need to save it, we don't make any changes, so there's no changes to make. But, this is where you can basically control your website. So changing the order of the images makes it very easy for you to customize each product for your website. And obviously, once they select everything, they can add it to the cart, and you'll see everything they select in here. The color obviously doesn't cost $89, $15, $10. So it's a very nice way of being able to create products for your customers to be able to purchase directly on your website. Now the sizes, what the sizes are for is you can set basically bouquet sizes for your customers to be able to purchase a balloon bouquet. We have this option of let us create it for you, which is you can turn it on or off in the settings. If you turn it on, customers can choose let us create it for you. If they do that, they can come in here, and this is where the sizes are taken into consideration. They can choose which bouquet size they want. They can choose the occasion. They can choose the gender, any add-ons that they want, and they basically add that to the cart. So this is a let us create it for you bouquet where they just say, this is the size I want, this is the occasion and the gender. Please create a bouquet or that is very on your own. This is a great feature in our business that we used. We were able to use a lot of the odd foil balloons that we had that we didn't want to keep in stock. We only had a couple of them. Obviously, they had to be good quality, but we always had a couple extra foil balloons that we just didn't want to have in stock. And we could use them here. They're still good balloons, but we didn't have to have them available on our website. So it made it very easy to use all of our inventory. And that's what we used it for quite a bit. So once you have those sizes, that is what controls in here for the different sizes. For these, the occasions and the occasions, this comes from here. So the occasions are used there. They're also used within the product. So you can assign an occasion to a product. Once you have an order, it'll be displayed here. So you can see orders that come in as someone places it. order number, and you click on the order, and you can come and see exactly what they purchased, and see exactly what this person is going to, where to deliver it for this person. And the inventory, the other feature that we have with our website is the create your own bouquet, where people can come in here and they can create their own balloon bouquet based upon the inventory that you have. And they can choose latex, foil balloons, different add-ons, and they can create this perfect balloon bouquet. You can have minimum order, and they add that create your own balloon bouquet to the cart. That is controlled by in here. So these are the categories that you have for your foil and latex. So we obviously have foil latex. We have a chrome for foil, we have birthday, get well, holiday, anniversary, and latex are the colors. Once you have the categories, you can come in here and you can assign different balloons to each one. So the balloon color, SKU, the price, the image, and what category you want it to be in. And then the foil, very same thing, except it goes in the other tab for the foils. So you have your foils, your latex, and then any add-ons. There we go. Foils and latex. So which tab do you want it in? So this is a very good feature because a lot of people like to kind of create their own balloon bouquets. These vary a lot with our business, and it's something you can turn on and off within the settings. Speaking of which, let's go into the settings. The very last thing is going into those settings. At the top, you have the different types of settings. So if you go into your shop settings, these control all the shop e-commerce sections of your website if you have the e-commerce add-on. If you don't see any of these sections, that's because you're having the general website without an e-commerce add-on. So the general settings, you can set the minimum order quantity for the create your own balloon bouquet. So if you don't want to deliver a $5 balloon bouquet, you can make them have a minimum order. You can set if you offer deliveries or pickup. You can add your Stripe payment information. This is how you accept credit cards. This is how you'll set your sales tax up. So you can add a tax rate. You can give it a name, country code, state. And basically what it'll do is it'll come down when somebody is checking out. It'll take all these in consideration. Is it in the USA? Yes, then this applies. But then it'll have more. So if you have Utah in there, it has to be in both of these. And then if you have each one of these in there, basically this person would have to live in the USA, they have to be in Utah. Does this have to be the zip code, and the city would have to be Payson. If all those take into consideration, then it will go ahead and apply the rate. Now, for instance, let's say you wanted to apply it for the whole state of Utah, then all you could do is to be country code USA, state code Utah, and this would apply anybody in the USA and Utah. Put a priority, a rate. So these stars, you can either leave them blank or you can put a star. I like to put a star. It basically means everything. So USA, Utah, and then it doesn't matter what the zip code and city is. So as long as they're living in Utah and USA, have a priority 1. And the priority is basically, let's say they live in Payson. Obviously, they qualify for this one, but they also qualify for this one. So it'll basically take which one ever has a higher priority. If they share the priority, it'll take the first one. So you'll want to make sure you prioritize them because it'll only take one tax rate. If you need to edit it, you can come in here and you can make those editings. If it applies to shipping in your state, if you have to charge sales tax on the shipping or the delivery fee, then you can put that in there. So very simple to control your tax for your sales tax for your customers. The delivery tab is where you'll control the delivery fee for all your customers, and it's zip code based. So you can create an area, and each has a zip code and the cost. So area name, and each one is separated by a new line. You can put multiple together, so you can group them together. Anything that's in the same price range makes it easier to quickly add them. And you'll notice, besides my typo, now anytime someone types in any of these zip codes, this is the delivery cost that they will have. You'll notice that if I come in here and try to add, which is a zip code that's already in this one, you'll notice that it's already in existence. You're not going to be able to duplicate zip codes in different areas. So this is how you control how much you charge for delivery based upon the zip code. Obviously, the further it is away, the more you charge for delivery. Very flexible, very powerful, very good for local delivery if you offer that within your area. Obviously, if you don't offer delivery, just turn it off here and they're not going to be able to select it. If you are offering delivery, this is where you can set up all of your delivery dates and settings. So these are the days that you will deliver, the times that you will deliver, and what time blocks you will deliver, and how many days out. So this will be same day, next day, 2 days out, 3 days out, 4 days out. Basically, if you need a day or two of buffer, you can make sure they're not ordering same day balloon bouquets or products. You can do blackout days. So if you want to give yourself Christmas off, go ahead and give yourself Christmas off. No one will be able to schedule that. And basically what this will do is when they're checking out, they can select the delivery time they want, and they can select a time frame between 7 and 8 p.m. And they'll be every 2-hour blocks. So it shows it in military time, but the little widget down here makes it very easy to see to set that. So this will be between 7 and 3 p.m. and every 2 hours. And you'll see as you're checking out, if I select delivery, these are the dates that are available. And then it has time blocks every 2 hours between 7 and 8 p.m. So if you want to change those hours or how far apart each hour is, you can definitely do that. Some people have 3, 4, 5-hour blocks. So that's up to you. Very flexible, like everything else, very customizable. And then the second settings is basically the website settings. So this is where you can set things like your logo, the name of your company, the URL of your website. So this is your social media URLs, the address. Obviously, this is the phone number. This is what's going to be shown in the header. If you're showing the header, you can create your own bouquet. This is where you can choose on this page kind of what shows if you're using this page, or if you're creating a custom one within the shopping cart. I'll show you how to add that. Any custom CSS or header scripts you need to add in there. Header scripts would be like sometimes Google will give you, or Facebook will give you a little script, JavaScript you have to add to the header of each page. And this would add the little code to the top of each page that's on the back end. These are your SEO settings for the home page. And then on the template side, this is where you can choose if you want your header your header to be shown or not, if you want the order button in the header to be shown or not, if you want recent blog posts. So you notice here you have a recent blog post at the bottom. You can hide those, which social media URLs you want to show. Obviously, only those 3 are being shown right now. If I turn on Pinterest, now Pinterest will show up there. You can choose your logo colors. You can either a little color picker here, or you can also manually type it in. It'll show you what color you typed in. Now this is where you control the slideshow. So you'll see a slideshow on the home page here. The slide is essentially a gallery that you're assigning as the slider. So you'll see I have the home slider as your slideshow, but if you come into here, you'll see I created a gallery called home slider, and those 2 images are part of the slideshow. So you can choose what your slideshow is. You can choose how many services you want per row, and that would be this area right here. This is the title, the homepage title, and the homepage text, which is this area right here. You can control within here. You can also control the services title, which is My Services. So you can update that. Any changes that you make will be reflected automatically on that homepage. The only other settings that you can control is over here in the top right corner. You have your profile. So you can come in here. If you need to change your email address, you can also update your password to be able to log into the website. So that's a pretty good overview. I won't take too much more time getting this set up for you. If you have any questions, by all means, send us an email, support@balloonsuite.com. We can answer any questions that you have. But hopefully this gives you a pretty good overview of the power and the flexibility that our portal has for allowing you to customize the content within your website. If there's any suggestions that you have to make it easier or features you feel that it could use, by all means, let us know. All the things that we develop and build are based upon your suggestions and things that you need on your website. So thank you for this time. And if you have any questions, let us know.